Is everyone ready? Because we're recording.
I got it.
Start us out, Missy.
Yep.
Okay, so we've done
something.
We've done the mic test.
Okay. Oh, am I looking
It's like
at
we're
the
getting
checklist?
worse at this. I actually feel we're getting worse at this.
It's
And we're
harder
on
to remember
34.
everything. All right.
Should we welcome them?
Welcome back to the 34th.
Welcome back to the 34th. Like we've done one before. They're back.
Yeah. If you don't, all right. This is the first 34th NPC Colistseeum.
Come back tomorrow for the second part.
Mm-hmm. Then we can welcome them back to it.
Oh my god. All right. Turn it off and then come back and I'll welcome you back. Did you all do it? Welcome back to the 34th NPC
Not one
Colosseum.
person will ever do it.
Jamie might have. We are a bunch of misfits. I am Missy.
Missy the Misfit.
Over there
Yeah,
is
you're the closest
someone.
to a misfit.
on
Over
my
there is someone.
Yeah. All right. Next to me is.
Someone.
I'm someone.
I wish I was alone.
They can be
Gonna
easily.
arrange that.
All right. How about we'll just do roll call instead?
Roll call.
Yeah, let's do roll call.
Kane,
Present.
Aaron.
Ah, that was a perfect opportunity for AA run.
I can't be that person. All right.
Yeah.
Well, good.
He put his hand up for people listening.
Yeah.
And said I'm here.
Well, they heard that.
Well, they heard that.
For people listening, Aaron said he's here. And Martin, is there a Martin here today?
Absent.
You are not absent. You just wish you were absent.
Martine.
A Mortine Martini.
That sounds like poison.
Alright, I don't know what the fuck's happening. We watched a movie.
We did.
And
But-
it was called.
Okay, thank you to our Patreons.
You want me
for
to
the
do that
support.
now? Alright, fine. Thank you, Patreons, for the support. Thank you for not leaving reviews or comments or liking anything.
No,
and-
but Kane said he hadn't checked.
It's true.
I checked.
Oh.
Nothing?
Well, then, no.
Oh, not the reviews, the comments.
Oh. Well, just interact with us. We're so fucking lonely. None
know
of
what?
us know anyone else other than the people in this
Even
room.
if people do comment, we should just keep that going.
Just being needy.
Just never actually check the comments and be like, why does no one comment?
You know, you really should edit this because this is still the podcast, not the Colosseum.
Huh?
Well,
This definitely needs that. But podcast, this is a podcast.
yeah, I know, but look at what number 5 is. It's like, what's everyone been up to?
Oh,
And
yeah,
then
I
it's
know.
like, all right, let's talk about
This
news.
is just to like, for me to remember.
We could cut it to like 20-second cap though. What have you been up to? And Martin.
That was not 20 seconds.
That was including me explaining.
To be fair,
Oh.
we do that, except we've always done doubles on each recordings, so we had no time.
There's just no time.
There
Aaron
is
never
time.
has time.
There's no time.
There is time.
And anime news, if any.
There's probably some.
It's got to be something.
All
Yeah.
I can think about
Dragon
is a
Ball's
Blizzard
getting
thing.
annoying.
That's it.
Colosseum Battle XD.
Do you know about the Blizzard thing?
Huh?
Blizzard being chumps.
Nah.
A Hong Kong guy, not Hong Kong. Ugh. All right, a guy in Hearthstone. He was like a tournament winner or some shit. He put up a sign saying "Boycott Hong Kong." Blah blah blah. Do you know what's going on in Hong Kong? The protests. And
Yeah,
shit?
they're protesting because they want their...
Yeah, he pretty much was like
Freedom,
his own
not
little
freedom.
protest, and then
Freedom.
Blizzard banned him for a year and took away all his winnings from Hearthstone because they're also getting
How does that work? Like what? His cards?
his winnings, as in 500,000 US,
How can they take that away if he's already got it?
because I think you get to a certain level in the tournament, and then they're like, you forfeit your winnings.
Ah. Are they allowed to do that?
Yes.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Ah, fair enough. That's what he gets. Don't start controversial shit
Don't start.
before you get the cash in your fucking account.
Yeah, but then the Aussies have offered to compensate him.
Yeah, a
so-
Sydney team offered to compensate him and invited him to their tournament or some shit like that.
How is that an Aussie tournament? Is it not run by Blizzard?
It's Hearthstone. There's tournaments everywhere. It's one of the biggest. It maybe is the biggest card game in the world.
Pretty sure there's too much iron. I suppose people play Magic.
It's still fun to watch, I think, for that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
But no.
Tencent is like. Have you heard of them? They're like a Chinese company that's dipping their hands in like gooey hands everywhere in all these companies.
Gooey
Gooey
hands.
hands.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's actually
Sticky.
kind of scary, like how much influence they have. It's
And how gooey they are.
They're so gooey.
It's just so scary. Also, did you say they're called 10 cent?
yeah, I think so.
What
It
happened
just
to
makes
50
me
cent?
think 50 cent. It's like this sad little 10 cent. It's so sticky
They
and
couldn't
sad.
afford the extra 40
I just
cents.
imagine like a really skinny, short black guy. He's 10 cent.
For fuck's sake. Great.
Anyway, that's what's going on. That's pretty much the biggest gaming news there is.
That's exciting.
Yep.
Right, anyone got anything else?
Wait, we've been watching Disenchantment or something? Just
Are we actually adding
Disenchanted?
this into the?
No, we are. We fucking
into
are.
The review?
You
It's on
say
the
adding
list.
in, but it was always there. I explained.
No, we've just been doing Colosseum.
Nah,
No.
we're getting into it.
Blah, blah, blah.
I don't know what's going on here. You're confusing
Because
me.
we've been doing
That's
so
not hard
many
to do.
double ups, we haven't
Yeah.
had the time to just see what everyone's been up to.
Oh, wait.
Alright.
I should tell them.
No,
like-
we don't want to know.
2 days ago, I bitched and said, I better win a contest soon. I feel like it's been too long. So then I won
Fuck
some
off.
more movie
What have you won?
tickets. I woke up this morning and Kay was still asleep. And I looked at my phone with the message and I laughed and laughed. And I was like, oh, be quiet. Shh. And then I went back to sleep.
You
This is
idiot.
gotta be some kind of white girl privilege because I enter all the same shit she does now and I don't get shit.
It's not white girl privilege. What
It
a
is.
strange thing to say.
As a white girl, you wouldn't understand.
Wow.
How privileged you are.
Yeah, let's compare white girl privilege to white male privilege.
Go
There's
on
only
then.
one white male in this room.
Is that Martin?
I guess.
He looks kind of olive.
Whiter than me.
Whiter than me.
It's because all my blood's going away somewhere else.
Oh, Jesus.
That's called an open
That's why
wound.
he's got his laptop on his fucking lap.
Where are you alright?
Fucking raging erection. He's a bit faint at the moment.
Okay, wow, this is an exciting one. He likes old horror movies, so
Maybe this is the reason we don't talk about other things. But seriously, you watched Disenchantment, didn't you?
Disenchanted.
Disenchantment, Disenchanted.
It's the one that's kind
Disenchantment
of
of
like
Dissing.
Futurama, isn't
It's
it?
made by the same
creator.
people?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I'm really liking it. It's up there, you know, like with Futurama and stuff like that. It's
No,
funny as fuck.
it can't be.
No, it's really funny.
It's pretty fucking funny.
Can't be.
So funny. Ha ha ha.
At the moment, Rick and Morty is still like one of my favorite, like, cartoons.
I've seen clips from that, and I'm
It's
just.
because you have to be an intellectual to understand it.
I don't think that's true.
It's what people say.
Gotta watch lots
white
of
people-
movies in
what?
3 sessions.
Wait, what'd
that
you say?
kind of
It's what people
intellectual.
say.
It's what people say,
Aaron's not very intellectual then.
and I still enjoy it.
I don't know. There's something about it. Also,
It gets funny after the first
seeing the
season.
that Australian skit thing. That's all I can think about now. So
Oh my god.
every time I see it, all I can think is we're going to Bendigo.
Stop it!
You're gonna die, Morty.
You're gonna die.
That's fucked.
That's all I can think. What was the other thing? Is that it? Is that what we've been watching?
I watched Z Nation. So bad.
Z Nation's so
Z-Nation
good!
is
Oh,
great because
fuck
it's,
off.
because
Good.
it's bad.
Yeah, I know. It's really bad. He's just had his baby.
Oh god.
It's so hideous.
What
How
season
dare
are you up
you.
to? Or did you just
It must
just...
be halfway through season 2.
Okay.
I thought the baby was like season 3.
That's what I
Yeah, that's
thought.
what I thought.
Or maybe it suddenly changed to season 3.
Unless the baby's at the end of season 2 and then season 3 is all about stuff.
To be fair, it was a long time ago I watched Z Nation, so
Yeah.
It's so bad.
It's
like,
so good.
Amy can't even be in the room with it. She leaves.
it was made to be like
I know it was made to be
parody to Walking Dead, essentially.
similar to a parody. Not quite a whole parody.
No, they're
No.
trying.
But no, because it's not parodying the exact story. It's just a theme, and it's not. You can't just parody a theme.
Yeah, again,
No,
zombie theme. They're taking off,
They're just
making fun of zombie
Yeah.
shows.
Shows.
yeah.
I guess.
They're making fun of the genre, but
Yes.
they're not parodying. Parodying.
Parodying.
Parodying.
Parody.
Parodying.
Parody. It's not parroting. It's
A
parody.
particular
There's no T in
take
there.
on it. There's no parrots. That's what you say.
Oh dear.
I want to see something of like parrots parodying it, something. So they're parodying it.
They're parroting.
Parodying.
This is a shit show. I don't know what to do.
I'm
Like-
glad you're paying for this.
If anyone's got anything else to say,
Now's the time.
Forever hold your
forever
peace.
hold your peace because you're not. This needs to stop. All right, who picked the movie for this? Also, everyone should think of their next ones if they haven't already got it.
Oh fuck.
I shouldn't.
No, you're fine.
Uh-huh.
Was there a reason that you picked a movie that kind of was a sequel?
I was supposed to choose 3.
I figured.
Yeah.
I figured
When we
that.
started this, I'm like, this is like one of the only ones from the Freddy saga that's a direct sequel to the like another one.
It was supposed to be number 3.
Like
I
literally.
don't remember if it was Dream Master or Dream
We were
something.
I could have sworn we tried to tell you it was
Yeah.
3.
And I tried to change it, but
Yeah.
he'd already written it.
That is true.
That is true.
Aaron was like, I'll change it. And you were like, get fucked, Aaron. So,
So you just get what you fucking get.
It was great. I like this movie.
But it's good as a standalone movie.
I mean, is it because I haven't actually seen all the other movies? So I came in being
So-
like, I know something happens with sleeping. And then I was like, I feel like we're supposed to know what happened to these people.
Yeah, you should have.
And it doesn't help. I think the actor was different as well from the first one.
It doesn't
weren't.
help
Does
that
that matter? It
she
doesn't,
was
Huh?
a piece of shit.
that doesn't affect
I looked at the
her at all.
thing from it. That was not the same girl.
The first 3 people that at the start that died, they're the same, aren't they?
Yeah, the black guy I think is the only one that's the same character.
Well, they looked because I watched 1, 2, 3 in order up until
the
4.
girl's the.
Oh,
I
did
think,
you?
I
Yeah,
think
they
it's the
look the
girl
same.
from
And I
that
was
Medium
right.
show,
He was a killer
huh?
Yeah,
was a killer.
He
the
was a
orig-
killer, but he's a pedophile in the new one.
in
In
the,
the new-
revision.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not. He doesn't actually kill them in the new one.
Yeah, yeah.
Also, what is the movie we're actually talking
And
about?
Nightmare on Elm Street
4.
for the Dream Master.
Oops.
It was the Dream Children or
The
something?
Dream
Dream
Master.
Master.
No, for 3. Number 3.
Warriors.
Dream Warriors.
Yeah. 'Cause
So
there was a
worried.
bunch of them.
Oh, really? They're not gonna have 4 there out of all of them. Fuck's sake. There, Dream Master.
Yeah. Yeah, so
All right. Before we start, all right. This movie was released in 1988.
it was the epitome of a late 80s movie.
49 million at the box office with
How much?
only 7 million budget. That is a good return.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was made very
Especially
cheap.
for a fourth, like,
A fourth entry.
yeah, into the series.
Yeah.
That's crazy good.
That means it's still got like the
Appeal,
pull. Like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
They didn't wait long between, like, movies.
but if we look at the critical score here, Rotten Tomatoes 55, Metacritic 56, IMDb 5.7, and 92 on Google. Holy shit, they're all almost the same.
though. Yeah.
They all just don't agree that they're like, this is an average movie.
Like, it has a great, like, antagonist.
Yes.
It has awesome music, especially considering the time.
I loved the music.
Yeah,
in
the
this movie.
soundtrack's great. The prosthetics and a reasonably good for the time.
Oh, hell yeah.
For a fourth sequel, too.
And now, being an adult, I haven't watched this for a really long time. I realize this is just a teen horror.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it that way when I was a kid because they were all older than me.
Yeah.
But now I'm watching it. This is just like a fucking teen
Also,
slasher flick.
You shouldn't be watching this as a kid.
Yeah. Where
It's
was your
fucking-
mum?
It's the first movie I went to the cinema for to see a Freddy Krueger movie.
It's horrible.
Like,
like,
Elm
that's,
Street.
Oh my God.
That's great.
You paid for this.
what do you mean pay for this? Clearly, like,
Ugh.
this movie's good.
Yeah.
Freddy is hands
He's
down
funny
one of my favorite
and
villains.
violent.
Yeah, like,
And he fucks with your head.
though I always thought Freddy tormented people. In this movie, he straight up killed them the first chance he fucking got in the dreams.
If he doesn't need them, he kills them.
Yeah, because usually the lore is Freddy gets his power by fear and like kind of it spreading.
Yeah.
But in this one, it seemed like he retained the power from the souls he had.
Yeah.
So he could just kill them off and take their soul.
Yeah.
Which is a bit different. It's like the lore got
Yeah,
changed
no,
up a
it's,
bit?
he,
Oh,
he
'cause
does
this
like
one's-
to mess with them.
This one's slightly different because this was after he was actually consecrated.
Oh yeah.
So he's actually dead and on his own now.
How do they defeat him in the third one?
They bury him. These
Just-
bones.
They found his because
That's how it is.
they
Yeah,
put
okay.
it in they put his remains in a fucking boot
In the
didn't
trunk of a car. In
and
a
it was just in a
junkyard.
bag. Like
Yeah.
they burnt him, then scooped up the remains in a bag, and so they buried it in holy water.
Yep. Draped holy water
I
over.
was when Melissa was watching this. All right, I'll tell you the backstory in Freddy. As soon as I explained that, like, he was killed by the mob on the street, he was a child killer and stuff like that. Literally, these two kids are walking to the house and explain the backstory. Like, for fuck's sake.
That's happened with about 4 movies too. Kane will go into this long, in-depth discussion, or I will, and then the characters will start talking about like, what? And it's like, oh, it's the fucking
'cause
thing we just explained? Yeah, great.
That's Hollywood movies in a nutshell, though. When it's like that far into a series, they
you
always
gotta
do a recap.
you gotta
yeah.
do that. It was only a quick one
Yeah.
too, so it was good.
They
But
do that on all of them, I think,
they
so far.
Yeah, because that's how you get. Like, that's how Freddy works anyway. He wants that story to be passed.
Yeah.
Because that creates the seed of fear, and then he can show up in your dreams.
it's weird. The song was only once in this.
I know.
At
I
the
know.
end.
It's 3 that has the song.
The kids like,
yeah.
singing it over and
it's
over.
creepy, eh?
Yeah, it's great.
Is he one of the only villains to have his own song?
I don't know. No, like, you hear, like, screams. Is it Scream that's got the... like, the orchestra?
Isn't that Psycho?
I
That's
can't
Psy-
remember.
that's a
I can't
Psycho.
remember which one it is.
Oh, like their theme.
Yeah, they got themes.
I don't know.
like-
Everyone's got themes because, like, Jason Voorhees has got the like
Oh, yeah.
that thing.
What about Halloween?
What does
All I can think about is him leaning out from
I
the bush like a
know.
tosser, and then she can't see him, even though he's clearly in sight. And then she looks up and he's like, and moves back in.
So
It's so
annoying.
slasher. How old's Halloween? Is that 80s?
Yeah, 70s.
Actually,
80s.
wait. Halloween.
This came from a time when it was like huge for teen slasher flicks. And here's my all-time favorite of that genre.
Yeah.
If not my favorite horror. Like,
Yeah, he's my
pro-
favorite horror.
antagonist.
Yeah, definitely. Because he's funny.
Yeah, he's great.
Halloween was 1978.
Whoa, so late 70s, early 80s was like the horror thing.
There's so many.
What was the original? What was the original Nightmare on Elm Street?
Nightmare.
It was Nightmare on Elm Street.
Like, what?
The scores.
No, what?
Oh, it's
Date.
80...
Early 80s?
Four?
Did
I
they pop
think-
out one a year when they did it?
84.
Yeah, they were fucking just smashing through it.
Wow, it was one a year.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I guess.
Look at the Rotten Tomatoes.
Whoa.
Yeah.
The first one got a 94 on Rotten
The
Tomatoes.
first one's the best one to
Is
me.
it?
Yeah.
I think I liked the.
But he doesn't get his character set until like 3 and 4, and then that's
No.
him throughout
I think
the
it's either
entire
2 or
series.
3 that I like the best. I can't remember if it might be
Two's
the Insane
crap.
Asylum.
They all have great parts, and that's why it was hard for me to choose any one particular, because like I couldn't force you to watch the entire series.
Oh, you could have.
So
I would have.
I know you might have, but like it's
Hey,
a lot.
I'm starting to think maybe we should have done this as Freddy month, but
Oh, that's a bit sucky. Don't release us. Let's watch 1.
You don't need to watch. You do not need to watch 2 because 2's like after everything.
yeah.
So 2's not even in the storyline.
So
Ah.
it was 3's the Warriors.
Yeah, so it goes 1. Technically, it goes 1, 3, 4, and onwards.
Ah, really?
Yeah. 2's a standalone. 3 continues on from 1
Okay.
from the remaining girl.
I thought so.
I can't remember her name all of a sudden.
'Cause
Nancy.
it always turns out that the
Nancy.
last survivor is the one who influences the remainders.
And usually gets like what fucked first in the movie.
She didn't influence them in this 3 though.
No, like she lets them know, like
Oh, she knows.
old
She lets.
Freddy basically.
No, they already knew. Like they were already there, of getting terrified from Freddy. They didn't know his name or anything. She just told him his name and
Yeah,
what's going, how it was happening.
that's how he gets passed on. That's what the whole premise of Jason versus Freddy was.
Yeah.
is that none of
No
the
one-
children remembered him.
Yeah.
So he basically convinced Jason
To go
to
around.
start killing people in his hometown. That way, people would look up and think, like, just think of Freddy. But
I love Jason versus Freddy. It's one of my favorite ones.
it's
in
so
that
bad. What about Jason in space? Like, they get really, really crazy.
Like
They're great.
They do. Do you remember who Freddy's like parents are? The story of how he was
Yeah,
conceived?
he's the nurse that was left in the insane asylum over the long weekend.
Yeah.
And they kept her hidden and raped her repetitively until she got pregnant. It's insane. That's that you find that out in the dream child.
Yeah, I think that's in 3. They talk about that.
Oh, you actually see the child. Oh no,
No, I don't think.
no, you do. You see
You
the
might
child.
have.
You see Kruger as a child. I think that must be in 5.
Maybe.
If you get
no,
5 up, I
5
can confirm
because
it.
I was reading. I think 5 shows. He shows who the dad is actually. And
Yeah.
it's just Dan. I think it's Dan England, the guy who plays Freddy, just out of costume.
Ah, yeah.
Also, that's got to be one of the longest of someone playing a character. Do you know what I mean? Like he's been Freddy for.
He
Since the
reprised
beginning.
his role to do the character in Mortal Kombat too.
Wait, what?
He was he redid the character. He did the obviously
Oh yeah,
The
yeah.
voice
so
actor.
CGI, the
voiceover,
voice,
yeah.
and everything.
Yeah, it's crazy. He said he's got one more in him if they want to do another one. I was like, oh, please do another one.
I thought
Who's
they had.
going to be scared of a 90-year-old man?
They just put the prosthetics on him. He looked the same.
He looks exactly the same with the prosthetics.
They probably
I
don't
think
need
he's
the
ever looked
prosthetics
any
now.
different ever.
It's probably just his natural look now.
They try and
They just
wrestle
paint
with
him now. They don't even need
Yeah.
the fake skin.
Okay, he does actually look like Freddy.
Yeah, but imagine they're trying to do a scene where they're wrestling with him and they just break him.
You never wrestle with Freddy.
Got
Like,
it.
you don't wrestle with him.
Gotta wrestle.
You actually got the most action I think we've seen like against Freddy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Because none of them really wrestle with him. Hey, he's usually grabs you and stabs you is about it, or he'll
He
torment
fought-
you with other shit.
He
Grabby and
fought
stabby.
a little bit,
Yeah, and
this
that
one.
one he fought in a little bit.
but yeah, he's grabby stabby.
Grabby stabby.
Or his scenery gets manipulated to do a lot of it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh shit! He looked relatively young there.
The guy who did the reboot, he was actually, he was going to be the original Freddy before Dan England got it. So it's kind of cool that
I'm
they got
glad
him
this
back.
guy got it though.
Yeah,
Like his eyes sell it, man. Look at him.
I was thinking it was the smile. It's the weird fucking smile.
Yeah.
Do you reckon any of his girlfriends have been like, come on, do the voice?
Did the wrong
Wear the mask.
Where's the glove?
Fucking hell.
Give me the glove.
I love his lines though. It's like when I found the one I wanted to talk about. Debbie was like doing the bench press.
Yeah.
And then she's like, I don't believe in you. And he's like, I believe in you.
Yeah, that's what.
Just
Okay.
single one-liners. They're so good.
Also, I want to put out there, like, what she was bench pressing, that's
It's
not
like
even a
nothing.
warm-up, so...
I know. It's basically like the weights were less than the bar.
Still snapped her little arms. Though.
So that was a weird one. I that one stuck with me. When I saw that scene come up, I'm like, I fucking remember this.
Yeah.
Like, snaps her elbows and then turns her into a cockroach.
Yeah, I know. It's fun.
The only scene in this I actually remembered from watching it before was the bed.
The bed. The
Yeah.
water bed.
The waterbed.
Yeah, because I always thought, I was like, how the fuck do they explain that?
Yeah, I know.
Like, they don't say
They had to
anything.
know that was Freddy, right?
The parents should have known something, because no way could have he just gotten in there normally.
Yeah, but they could have think, you dickhead, you got in the waterbed.
How?
And then
How?
back up from inside. And that's like I can't remember how they rank waterbeds in levels of firmness. That's got to be the lowest level. That's basically just a bladder. It has no internal support structures. It's the worst for your back.
That's how most waterbeds I've ever had were like. It's just a bladder.
That's terrible.
It just
That's
looks
so
like
bad
lab
for
wrap.
your back.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, waterbeds were not
No,
good
like
for
you
your
get
back.
good ones now that have like pillars and support in them and stuff.
Is that
Like,
really a waterbed then?
well, you wouldn't be able to get into it.
Well, you shouldn't.
I don't know what some people's favorite scenes like. Before the scene, sorry, the music. Like it's the epitome of 80s music,
It's a good 80s soundtrack.
but they're all catchy.
Easily one of the best and most cringiest scenes is the fight. I know, him training.
Oh my god, it's so bad,
It
isn't
went
it?
so long.
I'm like, why won't this end?
I like the repetitive part.
The what? Oh yeah,
She
yeah, that's a
constantly
good scene.
Running to the car.
Yeah,
Because I forgot all about it. When it happened, it's like, wait a sec. What the fuck's going on here? Is my movie like skipping or something?
yeah. No, there's a lot of good in the movie, And if you can just look past the whole, like, bad quality teen actors, but that's
Holy
teen actors in
shit.
general.
I
I thought
forgot
that was,
about the blonde girls acting.
that was just normal.
All the
Oh
girls-
my god.
It's teen slasher
Yeah.
acting.
Yes.
Yeah, but I think
But
that might be the
It's
worst.
because they're all inexperienced
Yeah.
and they want fresh faces generally.
Yeah, but everyone else I feel like was okay. Actually, everyone else is a master compared to the blonde chick.
Which
The
Alice, is
jock,
it?
the jock wasn't bad. He played a jock pretty well, but he also seemed.
Is it Alice that gets drugged and starts going sleepy and is like, like, holy shit. I'm glad he stomped her into the sand. Which, by the way, is one of my favorite scenes.
Right?
I know, how horrifying is that though? Fuck.
She's like terribly acting and then he's like, and puts on Sunny. Like, really?
That was so funny.
What about the diner? And she's just like, come on, honey, I don't have all day. I'm just like, wow, that's some bad acting there. It was one line.
I
He's
think
like,
it really just made me angry because I've seen a lot of old bad movies,
Yeah.
but the more I watched that girl, the more I was like, I hope she dies.
She's probably one
like
of the worst.
soon. Like when she was when she was drugged,
pretending to be drunk.
and she was like running around the room. There's the scene where she like picks up her jacket and tries to put it on, and then she drops it and like stumbles around. She just like holds it out and drops it on the floor and walks away from it. I'm like, is she meant to be drugged? Like, what the fuck? It was so frustrating.
yeah. Like, that's, for me, it's the only downside in the movie. But it's that's what sold it when it wouldn't have got that many sequels if it wasn't that bad teen,
yeah.
like, horror.
Was that Tuesday
You mean the ones
night?
you wanted? Oh, yeah, her name's
Like-
Tuesday Night.
The people...
Her name is
It's
literally
Tuesday
Tuesday night.
No, they did not use a day of the week when her last name was Knight.
Yeah, her name is Knight with a K.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know. It's yeah.
Was that her real name, or was that the name she chose when she went
It's
into
her
acting?
fucking name.
Let's see.
I'm pretty
I'll see if
sure.
we can
Because
probably wiki
there's
it.
actors and actresses back then used to have to choose a pseudonym. Like they'd use their either first name, real,
Also, look at her now.
their
by the
real
way.
first name, or their real last name, and then
Yeah.
they'd change it
Oh
slightly.
look,
Tuesday Lynn Knight.
yeah, but in the movie,
Born Melody Lynn Knight.
Yeah, there you go.
in the movie The Prom, she was porn girl in waiting room. So she's
God.
really fucking made it.
Porn girl in a waiting room.
She was in a movie called Who Killed Baby Jesus?
That's a winner.
Wait, did she?
It would have solved a whole lot of problems.
Wait, are they sequels or something? Because why was she Anna? What? Oh no, sorry, two Annas. Oh, sweetie, Tuesday. Oh,
Why choose the name
Prostitute.
Tuesday?
Actress.
she was herself. Brenda, waitress, Anna, nurse, Karen, Ruby,
What was,
Look, it's just actress.
actress.
Uncredited actress.
Uncredited. Show them the picture of her now, though.
Does she look like the fucking
You don't
lady in the diner?
Right there. You already.
Oh,
Oh, wait, this chick.
she's had a lot of plastic surgery.
like they just kept putting plastic into her face.
I know, why is her face getting fatter and fatter?
It's
Like,
all the
go
plastic.
down. There was a really funny one somewhere. Where
kind of
is
all of
it?
them are.
Oh, the one with the dark hair is obviously where it stands out the most. Like, oh my
See,
god.
she actually had to like, what is that when the hair comes down, like shapes the face? Because it has the fat face you can see, but it's hidden well.
She looks like a bulldog a little bit.
Like
Snubble.
a snubble.
Schnubble.
It's hard that we keep finding people that look like Snubble.
It's definitely a type.
Typecasted.
Oh, there. Click on that one where she's got. Oh, you're not gonna know. Third from the right.
Which row?
Yeah, there.
Oh,
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
she looks like in Drop Dead Fred when he like
Shut
when he
your face
in the fridge.
Yeah.
That's great.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, I love Drop Dead Fred. But I don't love Tuesday Night.
Yeah, why change the name to Tuesday Night for acting? Seriously.
Easy to remember.
No, but it sounds stupid.
Oh yeah.
I want guys to hit on her and be like, hey, baby, what are you doing Tuesday night? And she's just like, kill me.
So what about favourite scenes?
All right.
Ollie's favourite.
I wrote them down because I'm always unprepared.
Wow, you came prepared.
I was going to do that,
really?
but I was watching it on my laptop, and I couldn't be bothered
Getting
pausing it.
up.
So I liked the waterbed thing because he's like, "How's that for a wet dream?" And I was like, "Ew."
That was one of my favourite scenes.
Also, that guy deserved it. He was like, "Oh my god, the girl from the poster is in my waterbed. This is so real." And I'm just like, okay.
Well, it would have felt
Well,
real.
no, remember, he also had the power to, like, go in to make his dreams and, like... mess
They were
with and
active
shit.
dreamers, basically.
Yeah.
I don't care.
So the first three that died were from the third movie,
Yeah.
which actually had powers inside their dreams.
Okay, that's making slightly more sense. Still
Yeah.
terrible, but more sense.
The other chick, the one that died, Tuesday night, didn't she pass her power on?
Yes,
Yeah,
she
the
gave it to
scumbag.
Alice.
Yeah, I know.
No, I think Freddy forced the power onto her.
No, the girl
No, she
says,
said,
take my
"Take my
powers.
powers."
You're gonna need it
Yeah.
to kill other people.
Yeah.
I always thought it's Freddy forced it upon her to keep him going.
Nah, he said he's thanking her for, like, sending the power and bringing in other people.
So what else? When he kisses that girl at school and he's like, "Want to suck face," and then literally just sucks the life out of her like
That's
a
great.
creepy like juice box. Anyway,
Oh, wait,
Creepy juice box.
the table, like, blocking them in was great. Like, the
Yeah.
guardrails coming
oh
up.
my god, that's so
Oh, yeah.
dumb.
That's great.
Um,
You try getting out of those desks? It's fucking hard.
It's
The
hard-
pizza.
The pizza.
that's horrifying.
The pizza's
I
horrifying.
don't remember the pizza for some reason.
It's got the faces
The
on it.
faces
It
in
the
stabs
meatballs?
meatball.
It's when he's
Oh.
in the diner.
Yeah.
He's like, if the food doesn't kill you, the service will.
Is that just like an 80s thing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Also, probably when she's in the sand pit and it was like the most animated you've seen of the whole movie, but it sounded like a porno. She was just moaning in the sand. So then by the time he comes over and stomps her in, it's like, good. Like, get her.
Get her.
And then the only other one is the end when all the arms start coming out of him.
Oh, that is really good.
Yeah, that like pinning him to the wall and
And then there's like the little guy
the
on
little
his
one on his
shoulder,
shoulder,
like
like
fucking throwing jabs into his face.
yeah, it was
And
something.
he like bites the hand and shit.
It's so weird.
That was like them pushing their fucking prosthetics to the limit there.
It was not bad when you consider the age. Like, it's not bloody bad. It's not good, but it's not bad.
Fucking, I just found my most hated line.
Go on.
Debbie's like, what 17-year-old has fatal asthma?
I
Like-
know. So many of them, you actual
I know,
bitch.
like, lots of people?
Way to give people false information, movie.
Movie.
When I heard that, I was like, are you joking? People die every day. It's a serious condition. But I couldn't yell too much. I didn't want to have an asthma attack.
Fucking hell.
I'm not 17 anymore. I might not survive it.
Oh, God. Alright, well, Martin,
Sorry.
favourite scene?
Actually, wait, Martin. Oh, so you watched
All of
all of them
them.
up until that? Or?
I've watched up to 4 so far. Yeah.
Ah, okay, cool. What do you think of like 4? Are they getting better? Do you think
They're definitely getting worse.
they're getting worse?
They're definitely getting worse, but they're good.
Like, from a critique standpoint, they get worse.
Yeah.
But they get more fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're definitely more like fun now.
Yeah.
And it's all about the kills and stuff like
Because it's already used up the original, like,
Material.
originality
Yeah.
Yeah.
of the content. And so all that's left is the horror fun aspect of it.
They're good.
That's probably why we enjoyed this one more when we were younger, because it was not much about
Also,
the story.
we had it on VHS.
Yeah, there's that.
Like,
too. The big
not
thick
just
cover.
recorded off TV. Like,
Yeah.
we actually owned a VHS.
You own this one, but not 3.
No, we had this one. It was that big chunky
Yeah.
thing, wasn't it?
So yeah, you had one. You had 4, but not 3.
Was
You
it like an
poor
unreturned
bastards.
rental or something?
No, it was...
No.
I don't know where we got it from, actually.
That's terrifying. Look at him putting the fucking sunnies on.
It's great.
That
I
was
feel
so
like
funny.
when they made the cover for that, they were like, "Fucking yes, it's sick!" Like, because when you see that, it like catches the eye. Like,
Does it?
That was the cover.
yeah, that was the cover.
Like, of our version.
I wouldn't watch that.
Why?
Because the
It
cover
looks
looks
so special.
weird.
That looks good compared to some of the covers from back then.
Yeah.
Actually, that's true.
Well, look at 3 on the third line. Second line now. That one. No, you'll
The one over.
Fuck, man. That was so difficult.
That was 3 and 4. I was there 3
What
and
do
4.
you mean? Get back! That one.
Fuck.
Look, like
Oh yeah,
that.
double feature. Sorry.
You're like, wow.
Wow.
It's a great cover.
Yeah, but look at
Freddy.
the one.
Look at his head caved
No,
in.
no, okay, move the mouse left. Left. No. Great, look what you did. Alright, go up.
Down.
Yeah, go. Oh, wait, where did it go? All the way to the end of that row.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks better. I'd watch that.
No,
That
that
looks
doesn't.
terrible.
The kind
That
that
looks like the worst B grade movie you ever saw.
Alright, what about the
Yeah,
one
look
where
at him. He's got his arms crossed,
what
trying
about
to
where he's
represent.
spooning her? Down lower. In the same block.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, you're like, this is kind of rapey.
That's a
I'd
poster.
watch this.
Yeah, they look.
I
Like
see
they
that
fit
as
for
a
each other.
poster when it's in the
Yeah.
cinemas.
That was
Yeah.
a poster.
He's a creepy dude.
That though, that would have sold me.
I
straight
mean-
away. Freddy with the glasses. Wait, what about the hospital scene? You're like, was it a trans or something like that?
Oh yeah, I was like, what? Like, because I thought, oh, given the time that this was made, I'm like, this is really like forward thinking.
Progressive.
Why are they like obviously a man transitioning? And then I'm like, wait a minute, is this Freddy? And Kate's
This is
like,
It's so good. It's so good.
so weird.
That one's like a blatant fucking false advertisement. It
Freddy
makes
in
you
the
feel
water.
like that's going to be like in it a lot. It's in it for 2 seconds.
I actually love the part of where the Freddy glove is the shark fin.
Yeah.
But then as it goes onto land as well, which
Yeah.
is creepy.
I'd like-
Also, it blows up that kid's sandcastle.
Oh, yeah.
But
I
how's
know, was
he
that
swimming?
necessary?
Is he swimming like this? Is he swimming like this? Like, how is he doing it? Is
Does
he
it
like
matter?
wiggling around? Yeah, it matters.
It's kind
It could just be the glove.
I think it's just the glove.
No, I'd
This-
like to think he's under it.
Number 5, is it 5? Where
It's the glove, isn't it?
yeah, I think one of them literally just controls the glove. He
No,
throws
no,
the
no,
glove.
no. That was the
Give me the mouse.
number 7, I think. That was basically, it wasn't even Freddy Krueger. That was actually real
Oh.
world.
That's right. That was that movie one. The one
No,
that.
but it was like Wes Craven's actually in it.
yeah.
The
That's
creator.
that's when. No, isn't that Wes Craven's New Nightmare?
Like Al
Like 7?
Bundy.
Yeah, I think so.
That's what that one's
but,
cool.
but basically, the whole premise. Do you remember that one?
So, barely,
It's actually.
but I read about
It's
that one.
actually a dream, some demon that's using that look to. I don't know.
Oh yeah, we should have said Wes Craven is the creator of Freddy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
There is a movie called Wes Craven's New Nightmare.
yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's what that one is.
yeah.
But
They're making a movie. They're actually making a Freddy movie,
Yeah.
and then an actual demon
Comes in
in and makes itself look like Freddy.
because the glove originally in that is animatronic, and then the demon takes it. Yeah. But I swear there's an actual Freddy movie where he throws his glove and the glove walks around for a bit.
I think number 4, like his glove stabbed the fucking fighter guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, a bit longer than that though.
Ah.
So we did The Hills Have Eyes.
Sorry.
I was just looking at what Wes Craven's written.
No, he's done a fair few. A good.
I don't think I've seen The Hills Have Eyes.
Freddy, was it Freddy vs Ghostbusters? What was it? Freddy vs Ghostbusters short.
Oh,
We got to see that.
dear me though.
Freddy
The
vs
people
Jason.
under the stairs. Oh, that's horrifying.
The people next door.
Even worse. I hate neighbors.
What was his first one? The Last House on the Left.
Swamp
Oh wow,
Thing?
he wrote that.
I did do Last House on the Left.
Yeah.
The original one. I'm going
1972.
there. Okay.
Hills of Eyes 2. Wow, I didn't know that.
Boys, are you ready for Freddy?
I didn't know Hills of Eyes was so old.
People next door.
I could
Night
have swore
Visitors.
he did.
Freddy's Dead. The Final Nightmare. Yeah,
They
Freddy-
did the TV series. He had a TV series as well.
He had a cartoon at one point as well.
Oh God.
I swear he did.
Oh, he was, and he's, oh, that's writer.
Did he do Scream?
He's the director. I'll see what his director's stuff.
Screams.
Scream. All of Scream.
Yeah, Wes Craven's New Nightmare. 94.
Vampire in Brooklyn.
Hey, Shocker! Do you remember that one?
We saw that before. It was in his last list.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
I don't remember it.
It's the guy who can travel through PowerPoints, like electricity.
Oh my God.
The inmate who gets killed by
Yeah,
the
yeah.
chair.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
he comes back through.
I know that for some reason.
They're like duct taping PowerPoints and shit.
Yeah, fuck.
He's got a few.
Mostly horror.
Yeah, he's known for his horror. Is he still going? Oh no, he's not.
Is he dead?
He's dead. He died 4 years ago.
Ah,
Aw, rip.
in his dreams.
Oh my god.
That'd be a horrid way.
If it was in his sleep, like I
Do
think
you
that's
think-
how he wants to go.
I think that's not how he wants to. So dumb.
All right.
Alright, does anyone got anything else?
No.
I was gonna say, I actually really liked the setup for the black guy in the car yard.
Oh yeah.
It was actually really cool, and like, one, no one wants to wake up in a trunk, and then time he tries to like run away and shit, it's just all the cars are just falling. That scene probably took the most effort than any of the other ones, other than maybe the theater and being sucked into it.
Yeah.
Because everyone's just sitting there looking normal, but she had like wind and shit blowing on her.
Yeah. Yeah. They probably did it like 2 scenes and overlaid them or some shit. I'm not sure.
I was gonna say, did they do that stuff back then?
Yeah, with actual film. They would overlay the actual film.
Oh,
They could do that.
It's a lot of work.
The special effects for the cinema bit were actually pretty good. Like when she goes into the screen and instantly goes into
and
the
it
movie.
changes
That's
into
pretty
the
good.
black and white.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie.
What about when Freddy in the car yard started forming?
Oh, I loved that one. Yeah.
It's basically
That's
just
reversed.
a
Yeah,
that
wax,
was really
a
good.
wax like figurine that's just melted
Yeah.
and played in reverse.
Yeah.
But it looks creepy as fuck. Yeah. One of my favorites. I apologize that you had to come into it right in the middle.
Nah, it wasn't too bad.
It made it a better review.
Yeah, I think so. Like, and I think you would have been over it if you'd watched 1, 2, 3.
Mm.
Considering you had no previous exposure to Freddy.
Mm.
And it would have all blurred into one thing for you.
It kind of
Well,
it does.
actually, yeah, I think that might have happened.
Yeah.
Because it's only like the first movie gives you a bit of plot. I think the third movie and then the fifth movie.
Yeah.
So like the plots are every fucking second movie.
The rest is just soundtrack, kids getting killed.
In fancy ways.
Yeah.
Isn't that most horror eventually? Like
Yeah, but this is fun ways. Like,
yeah.
like in a normal slasher, it's just like, wow, is he going to stab them? Is it like that's why Final Destination. Is that the one where they die
That's when they die in weird ways.
in weird ways? That's what was like appealing about
Yeah,
that.
that's
It's
what's
just
fun about it.
kids getting killed, all right, but like it changed it up a little.
That's why, like, I'd say Freddy is comparable to Friday the 13th, like Jason, because it just ended up being more about the weirder kind of ways of doing
Yeah.
it. Except it got a bit too weird, I guess.
He definitely has like a lot more ammo up his sleeve. He can do basically whatever he wants.
Yeah, he's got way
Like
more
he
range.
sucked her dry, and like how creepy was the corpse? Like
Like-
it was just
If anything, I'd say the black guy probably got off the easiest. He just just stabbed him.
yeah. I know.
He got really easy, actually.
Like the other guy got drowned in a waterbed. There's the girl having the life sucked from her. The girl getting burned in the oven.
Yeah, that's
Fucking-
fucked.
What are the other ones?
The weird thing, there was 2 survivors.
Yeah, it's not usually 2A.
In the third one,
he
there was
almost
3.
got almost got that guy.
But she pulled him into her dream
In the last one.
when she was like driving. She was micro napping.
Ah, yeah.
So in four, when she was driving the truck,
Yeah, in 4.
and then she hit the tree.
Yeah.
Oh wait, was that him tricking her, thinking he was on the road when
Yeah.
she was actually going off the road?
Yeah.
Okay.
She was micro sleeping, and
Yeah,
he
yeah.
must have passed out as well. He must have been exhausted too, or he was just in the car and she micro napped
Yeah.
and like swerved into the tree. Not 100% sure, but he never got actually pulled into a nightmare directly by himself with
I was
Freddy.
gonna say that was a good scene because like you see a car just hit nothing.
Yeah,
I was like, oh okay, that was kind of cool.
yeah.
It was unexpected.
The only thing I got to say about the scene is you could see the rope at the end, which made the car stop.
Oh, did you see that?
Yeah.
There's one other scene where was it them fighting? He throws her and I saw the
yeah.
ropes.
No, yeah.
What about the animal cruelty? It's like swish, kill the fish. She flicks the shoe, it lands in the
Yeah, but that was an accident.
I was joking.
Yeah, but he said that after the she.
I know. I get it.
You're misleading the viewers that are listening, not viewing.
Yeah, not reviewing anything.
Plebs.
Face. Oh yeah, we're probably supposed to say there's the spoilers at the start. But I feel like people should know that by now.
It's been
If
a
they
few
haven't seen
years
it
to
now-
watch it.
Yeah, if they haven't seen it now, screw 'em.
Just saying.
Just die.
Also, who cares? This is the kind of movie you don't care about the story and stuff like that. You just go in and watch
Yeah.
it for the fun.
The story is very simple.
Mm.
You're not going there for story. Like when you get a little bit of like lore
Yeah, it's
thrown
just-
in, it's good. Makes it deeper. Now I don't like the idea that they turned him into a child molester and not a killer.
Mm.
It's kind of like that was the new in thing to be. Like
Maybe it's because
to
that's
be
kind
that
of
bad.
the idea.
You're a child molester, not a killer.
Maybe that was
Like-
the kind of the idea people had with it. Like they kind of thought Freddy was weird.
No, he was a killer.
Yeah, no, he's a killer.
He got off on a mistrial.
I think the
Because
difference.
they didn't fucking
Oh, yeah, that-
fill out the warrant correctly.
Correctly.
They didn't sign the correct warrant in the space correctly.
I was gonna say the other big difference between the new one and the original was he didn't work at a boiler center, like the boiler.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
He worked at a school.
yeah. Seemed like a weirdo living. He lived in the school, didn't
Yeah,
he?
lived in the basement of kindergarten.
Like,
Yeah.
He was a groundskeeper
is
at
that just
kindergarten.
weird enough as it is?
It's already weird enough. You got to take it to the next level.
Like, who employs someone who's like, and your perk is you get to live in the basement, the dingy basement. How little do you get paid that you have to take that deal?
Yeah, but
It is
is
America.
it free rent?
Yeah, that would be part of the package.
Yes, that's a good deal.
It's
But
not-
you'd
it's
have
not a
to
good deal.
hear kids.
Nah, it's pretty deep.
Okay.
Seal the doors up good.
It's cool though that you work from home.
Oh my god.
Save a lot of money on
Yeah.
petrol.
If you have children, you don't have to send them far.
Though, when I see his outfit, I do think pedophile. So,
He wears a fedora.
I mean,
well, there's that as well.
actual predator.
Yeah.
All right, no one's got anything else.
No, I
What
think-
is your favorite scene?
What
Oh,
he said.
favorite scene.
The bed. What a bed.
Bed? Waterbed?
I don't know why, but what a bed.
I'd like him stomping around in the sand.
No, I do think the sand. It was so annoying.
And the other one would be the ending.
her like falling around her room.
That's the least
Fucking
fucking
hell.
favorite.
Yeah, but it was so bad it was good.
Good, bad.
No, actually, that might be my least favorite. I did get pretty angry.
You got very angry.
I was pretty
You had to
angry.
show me what happened. You got that angry.
Oh,
Yeah, the reenactor.
I reenacted it. I was like, Kane, I'm getting my jump. I'm so drunk, dude.
Isn't that just you normally?
I'd say the
Yes.
cockroach one.
Was your favorite?
Yeah, that one's pretty graphic.
That one's disturbing.
I know.
Pretty good,
Kinda
actually.
weird.
Graphically, like all you see is an elbow snap, which is fucked. But that's like not that graphic.
It gets
but it
progressively
fucking
weirder.
like makes you uncomfortable. The idea of it being like
Yeah,
snapping and ripping.
Well, when her face
And
got
then-
stuck to that thing,
Oh,
and then
Oh,
she
yeah.
peels
She
off.
pulled off her face.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fucked.
Why a cockroach?
Because she was
killed
scared of
one.
cockroaches
Yeah.
and
Okay.
insects.
Oh, yep.
Early in the movie, she
I kind of
steps
forgot
on
about
one
that.
and
Makes a huge deal about it.
yeah, it was so juicy.
I know. It was so juicy.
So fucking juicy.
It was good, like I said at the start. It's a very forgettable movie. Compared to the other ones, anyway, so far.
But yeah, I must have watched this movie 30, 40 times when I was a kid.
Yeah.
God knows how many times I watched it.
At least once a year.
So, no, more.
No. It
'cause
was like
it was
once a
one of
week or
our
a month.
few movies in our collection. So,
All right, about least favorite scene.
least favorite scene. I don't know. Like, I don't like the pizza with the meatball head. Like, I like it, but it makes me
It
uncomfortable.
makes you uncomfortable.
Like in a different way than the bench press scene. Like that makes you uncomfortable in a good way, and like a scared like that's fucked up way. The meatball one's just creepy.
Well, no. Now when I go to work out and I start doing bench and I think about that, I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna become a cockroach. if I don't make this press.
Yours is just gonna flop off.
that works.
The arm that flops off. That looks really convincing.
yeah.
Like it's just a flesh arm that's just fallen on the.
They both
floor.
fall off.
Yeah, the first one that hits the floor and just like.
Like prosthetics were on point back then. Hey, like
Yeah, it's pretty.
that was probably one of the higher budget
but
ones
how
I'm
much
gathering for
they
a
spent
horror.
a lot of money, like in
Seven.
comparison,
No,
like 17
Oh, actually-
million in the 80s,
7 million.
7 million.
or 7 million.
7
So
million.
not much at all.
Well, it's still a lot of
It
money.
still would have been.
For back then, yeah, that was a lot, but
Yeah.
still not that much.
But I mean, that's probably why I reckon a lot of the money went to was just getting
Those
the
things,
prosthetics and the
yeah.
arts and all that's done.
Because there wasn't really anyone big besides,
Kruger.
yeah, and only because the last 3 movies had been successful. And I don't even know if the second one was successful.
The second one, I don't think did very well.
And then they went back to their roots with
Yeah.
3, and yeah.
Second,
Alright.
like I said, the second one was good, but it shouldn't have been put in that. It shouldn't have been made then.
No.
They should have left that story for like later on down the track.
Yeah.
So I'm going to change it up a bit to make it more PG because you're also prude.
You're a
Who
prude.
was your favorite character and least favorite character?
So not fuck, marry, and kill.
And which
You know
character,
they weren't
which
really
character do you
children.
wish was not there?
Yeah.
The fucking real villains of this movie were the parents. Each one of them was scum. Like, there wasn't one parent in the entire movie that I was like, that's a nice parent. Not one. Do you remember any of them? They were
I
all
remember
cunts.
the dad. Yeah, he's a piece of shit.
And the
They
mum,
weren't pretty
she was a bitch.
bad.
They were all bitches and bastards.
Well, they do burn people alive. So
I know.
Those,
Like,
and those ones didn't. Those ones weren't part of it.
Wait, didn't the girl say?
Only the
not Alice's parents.
the original 3.
Yeah.
They're in it. Only the female was her parents was the last
Oh, okay.
parent. They were the last ones to be alive. So the rest of the kids in this, their parents had nothing to do with it or had no
Yeah.
idea what was going on.
Yeah. So it's even meaner.
So I'm getting your choice as the parents to go.
Yeah, all the parents.
Yeah, that's what Freddie should have went for them.
Free those children.
What about you? I guess we already know which one's the least favorite, like the worst actor in it.
They're
Or the
all
worst
pretty bad.
character.
They all just. I mean, I guess Freddy was okay.
Freddy's the
Freddy's
best.
best. That's what you're there for.
The guy that ended up being her boyfriend was not useless. He actually achieved some stuff.
Yeah,
always
but he also
wonder
had
why-
6 like lines.
Yeah, that was good. Nice and quiet, just how I like him.
Dumb and quiet.
Yeah, don't talk just like that.
Yeah, I mean, obviously the drugged girl was just a fucking disaster. My God, I think I am still angry thinking about her.
Yeah. Because you can take bad acting to a certain point.
No,
Like,
I think I just hate most of them.
I think they're supposed to be that way as well as characters, aren't they? Like,
But are you supposed to watch a
That's-
movie and
If you
go
watch
for the
any
baddie?
of the teen slashes
yeah,
in
you hate
those
them all.
ages, that's how they all are.
Because you want them to die. You root for the bad guy. Like,
Like, I can't think of many good actors in those teen slashes.
Even the
whether they're bad acting
newer
or
ones are
not.
pretty crap.
What's the chick from the Halloween series?
Yeah, I couldn't think of her name just then.
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Yeah,
Was
Jamie
she
Lee
any
Curtis.
good in the first one? I don't think so.
I don't remember the first one.
Not really.
She wasn't terrible when you compare her to some of the other franchises,
Yeah.
but she absolutely got better. Like with each movie,
Yeah,
she got
yeah.
better and better.
Yeah.
Whereas some of them are just
And that's
like,
just age and
"Stop."
I think
experience.
that's just like these days. It's crazy when you see good child actors because they start earlier now, so
Yeah,
you
yeah.
will see like really good.
I don't
ones.
know if these were child actors.
Well, no, they
Or
weren't.
just
These
people off
were
the street.
they were in their 20s easily.
I thought Jamie Lee Curtis was actually 17 when she was in it.
Yeah, she was. Wasn't that one of her first?
Yeah, but it's interesting to see that she's the one that got like a real acting career out of it, and other ones, I'm like, who the fuck's Tuesday Night? No one knows.
Well, to be fair,
So you know when you look up,
her face is
you
holding
saw
her
the
back.
moon. Well, there wasn't any moon this night.
Oh my
So,
God, you.
that's what she looks like.
She
All right,
does. But,
let's get the critical. Let's rate this shit.
It's going to be a fucked one to rate critically because The acting was so poor, and that's a big thing for me.
Alright.
But everything else is on point.
Yeah,
So-
I know.
Everything else is pretty much on point.
The special effects in that, other than like 2 or 3
Other than
scenes,
the-
were
other than
pretty
the-
good.
The computer stuff where like she's looking out the window. I think it's near the end, and you see the clouds, and they were computer generated, and you
Oh,
can see
really?
the frames.
I don't even know if they could do computer generated back then.
Well, that's what the souls were and the magic powers.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, it's probably not computer generated. It's probably filmed like smoke and stuff overlaid. It's
If
not
that's
computer.
how they did that,
it's not
then I'm
compu-
impressed because that I swear
They
that
do
was,
it with time stop.
Stop animation?
Yeah,
Like
and shit like
yeah.
that. I don't think they did it
I
with
think
computers.
it was CGI.
only some of the ones
How?
look like the drawing ones, and then some look CGI. Like the clouds one at the end, that one looked drawn,
I
but
don't-
the souls and shit coming out and the special power are like transparent.
drawn is very possible that it was cells drawn
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
and overlaid.
Actually,
That's
no,
not
'cause this was in
impossible.
85, wasn't it? They might have just started with CGI, maybe.
Yeah, but they weren't doing digital. It was all onto the
It's still on film.
yeah.
No, I'd be right. It might not have been CGI.
So Star
There's a lot of
Star
old stuff,
Star
yeah.
Wars had laser beams. How'd they do that?
Fuck knows, I can't remember. That wasn't CGI though.
Yeah, I suppose it wasn't CGI. No, I don't think it would have been CGI. It would have been some fucking other method they had with drawing cells and overlaying them and
No,
stuff
well,
like
that's
that.
the only way I'd say. The
That's
only
why
weakness.
it's so like juddery. It's because they can't draw it at the same frame rate as the. Because it would
Might have been then.
be super expensive. Be like 24 frames.
That's the only thing I can criticize in the looks department, I guess.
Yeah.
Other than that, I love the sound. Overall, I love the look. It does its job of being fun for killing. Freddy is a great antagonist.
I don't even know the songs or albums separately outside of this movie, but they're all good.
Yeah.
I'd listen to the soundtrack.
Yeah, I know.
Imagine putting on the Freddy soundtrack.
I know.
You're like expecting to hear something spooky. Nah, it's like good old 80s rock. 80s pop rock or something like that.
Oh shit. All right, so critically then, what am I thinking? Oh wait, no, we were doing favorite.
Huh?
Did we just
Critically,
say-
we'll go.
So
Critically.
we're
yeah.
doing critical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Critically,
Wait, as someone with first time, what is yours? Missy?
I think, like, obviously it's a bit rough. It's got its issues.
It's got a coherent story.
It's not bad. Well, as a standalone, when you haven't seen the others.
It still has a pretty coherent. Even without seeing.
Coherent story.
It
That's
is,
the word.
it is a sequel, which makes it a bit harder. But I
Yeah.
feel like they did kind of explain, at least,
They tried.
a back story to it.
Look,
and they can't blame you. Can't blame the movie for not watching the first three.
well, I can.
She
Not
is
critically,
female.
you can do that in your personal.
She's female. She can blame anything she wants normally.
I don't know. I'm somewhere between like a 2 and a 3.
I'm higher than that.
Yeah,
Mine was about a 3.5.
yeah. I was thinking 3.5 or 4. Like it's
Because
just
the only thing I can
acting.
think of is the acting that's really pulling this movie down.
I think it's acting and the special effects for me, and then a couple of the lines and stuff.
The special
Although,
effects were pretty
uh,
good for the time.
No, I think it's getting a 3.
Fair enough.
They were just. I think I would have probably felt more something like more positive about it. I guess if I had seen the others, if I'd seen it progress, like if I knew the backstory, and I could have seen how they were doing, like going along with the sequels. I guess like I would have been able to judge better.
But like you say, so what is it? Is it the acting in the lines or the dialogue?
Yeah, there were just certain things that were just a little bit eye-rolly.
Irony.
Yeah,
What would be better to go in its place?
literally anything. Silence.
What scene?
Silence.
Just
What
cuts
scene?
away.
Because everything Freddy says is gold.
Well, that's your opinion. There were a couple of things
Guess
he
what?
said.
They're all opinions.
Like, alright, the thing that Aaron liked. I didn't like that in the movie, where he's like, I believe in you. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, but it's
I
like,
believe in you. He's being a sarcastic
yeah,
cunt.
he's being a cunt.
I know.
You don't like him being a cunt?
Don't-
He's being Aaron.
Yeah,
Well.
that's where I got my personality from.
Oh my god, you are him. Fucking hell.
Like, what's bad about it? He's portraying his character like, well, he's a cunt. of a
And he's
character.
consistent.
Yes.
Like, if you watch the other movies, which will make you, he is
does
consistent.
not,
He
yeah.
plays the same character.
Okay.
Like, it's one-line quips and stuff like that, and always a cunt.
Look, I like the sassiness. I just think some of them didn't hit the mark for me.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so you cannot like, I guess that like them not hitting the mark for you personally, but
Well, then I think that the script writing wasn't great for me.
Ah.
So it's staying a 3.
What else could be put in there? Also, a 3. What's knocking off the 2 points?
It's losing it for the special effects and stuff that wasn't quite there, and the acting. And
But
then
what
for
about the
writing.
effects that push it all up? Like the fact that everything else is almost on point.
That's how it got to 3.
So because of some drawn cells not being great, you're dropping it down that much?
No, it's not that. Like, obviously, I can see that it's old CGI. Like, I'm not going to be too
Not
harsh on them for
CGI.
that.
It's before CGI.
Whatever it is.
Look it up. I swear
I
it's
tried.
CGI.
I was looking it up just now. But, I don't know. It just... I don't know. It honestly might be because it's a sequel. But, you know, some of it was weird.
Oh.
Like, some of the characters felt weird, too. Like, the way that the weird woman that looks like a poodle was, like, borderline picking on the weird black character that just... Like, her character was strange. Was she
The
supposed
woman?
to be, like, a geeky person? Was she meant to be their friend?
The black
Wait.
the black girl.
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
She seemed like kind of bullied, but not bullied. Kind of involved, but not involved.
She was
Yeah,
a
but she
geek.
wasn't a stereotype.
Well, she
Which might
was
be
actually.
weird.
She was a complete stereotype, which is another thing that kind
What
of
was she a
bothered me.
stereotype?
Like the annoying geeky thing. So like with like
She wasn't
messy
annoying
hair
though.
and the big glasses
Yeah, I
and
didn't find.
so
I didn't
smart.
find. She was probably one of the only ones I was like, oh, they killed her.
No, but I think maybe the cliche of it is why it was annoying. Like her
I feel like it
character
was
fine.
less cliche than what your normal cliche is, which is the very annoying geeky one that annoys everyone and they pick on. That's the cliche.
They didn't pick on
Whereas
her
she
at all.
was, yeah, she was kind of like one of their friends, but yeah, she was smart and she studied, but they didn't give her shit for it or anything like that. Other than the one girl who was supposed to be like, I know the girl that
Like,
works
basically, if you don't like that, you're probably going to vote no more than a 3 on any teen slasher movie. Because they're all practically the same. They've all got bad lines. They've all got...
I'm sure
bad
some of them
acting.
will have scripts and cast that I click with slightly more. I don't know.
That's just the 80s versus slashers written in the 90s.
I mean, like, because I've watched all
It's
the
age.
I've watched all the Jason movies and I've seen all the Halloween movies.
How have you watched all them but not these?
I don't know.
I know.
Never
They're
got around
just,
to it.
weird one.
they're just as bad.
And I feel like I don't know. I feel like this is just different somehow, and it's literally probably just because I didn't grow up with it. It's probably because I did grow up with the others, so I think back to them and I'm like, no, I don't think it was as bad. It's probably fucking
It's
terrible.
probably the same.
Yeah,
like
it is.
that.
It's probably basically on par.
I don't remember the acting being as bad as it was
Mm.
until like I watched it, and I'm like, ooh.
All right, we say the acting's
Actually-
bad. We're still leaning. It is mostly the blonde one. Like everyone else still seems like their character.
I guess
You know
for
what I
the
mean?
time,
Yeah, no,
they
like
were okay.
I just mean bad as in like they're inexperienced.
Oh,
These
yeah.
aren't.
Yeah.
These aren't professional actors. Like
They
they
didn't
may
get
have
paid.
they may have like went to school for acting and stuff like that, but they're fresh. They're
No, they
like-
went to school. Maybe.
Actually, they were pretty creative with different things. That's one thing that I forgot to say earlier. Like, I've seen a lot of horror, like old and new, and there were ways that people were killed or weird things that Freddy did where I'm like, I haven't seen this in anything. So it might get half a point for that. Because I
Like-
do remember thinking, I haven't seen this done before, and it's actually pretty cool. Like the meatball thing. I was like,
Yeah.
the fuck?
I know.
What about the souls in his body, like on his chest?
Yeah, some of the things I'm like, who thought up this?
Yeah. That's
Like,
yeah, no.
what the fuck?
I think 3.5 then, because it did have some stuff that
It was
I've not
creative.
seen in anything.
Also, they didn't do the horror trope of like kill them while they're having sex or something like that.
No, I lost
Yeah,
points for that.
they've never.
Hey, we still got titties. though,
Only one
so-
set of titties.
There was
and
no
it was
running.
underwater.
There was no
Wait.
running
There
and
was
tripping
two.
and breaking an ankle.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Also, we got titties inside Freddy's body,
Yeah, that's what I said. There was two
which
sets.
is a really weird scene.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's offset by the titties inside the waterbed.
But I mean, it's done in like a really weird, unique way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you guys scoring for critical?
I'm probably a 4.
You
I
reckon
was
a
leaning
four?
towards 4, but like, if you can make me think it needs to go lower, other than the fact that there was
Oh, I was thinking 4 originally, but I thought you guys were going to give me shit because it's some of
no,
there are a
because
lot
like,
of
when we
things.
start thinking about what the movie is set out to do, the time, and then if you start taking in acting for like, all right, acting is a big thing, but
And
it's
I'm already
also-
taking points off for
We're
that.
taking the point off for the acting.
Yeah,
kind
for
of
me, the acting, that was how I saw it was supposed to be, though. So I'm not. I didn't. Wasn't
There is
taking
the
points off for
supposed to
that.
be, but then there is the blonde girl, which like,
Having-
I feel like needs a point taken away for her
like
specifically.
when you I'm complaining about the acting, but each of those characters, and I'm like, for those listening, I'm pointing to a picture. Each of those, they were all individual. None of
Yeah.
them seemed like just clones of each other. They all had their own personality. It's just some of the things they said was cringeworthy. But I'm pretty sure if you went back to when you were their age, you probably said some cringeworthy things in real life.
Let's not
I
think
was
about-
born an intellectual.
I just want that part of my life to be gone.
Never remember any of it.
Just keep drinking. Just
So-
keep drinking.
So what's your critical score then, Aaron?
4.
4 as well. Mine's going up to 4 then.
4th.
I'll go
four's
4.
fair.
Like if
Like, they could have spent more money on more
actors-
experienced teen actors.
that like because you can notice that. Hey, even if it was supposed to be dodgy or cheap or like,
Yeah, yeah.
inexperienced, you can still see it.
Yeah.
Like out of all of them, the only one who was the best is probably like Freddy's obviously the best one, but the redhead and the black guy maybe, which didn't have much time.
Don't you think though that there was some of the special effects that were maybe too ambitious for the time? Like, and when they were attempting to do it, they could have just been like, "Nah, we're not ready for this."
No,
yet."
I'm pretty sure they didn't think anything was out of their reach. They just did what they wanted to
kinda
do.
just did it.
It's
Like,
true.
there was probably no hope and dreams, aspirations of doing this CGI. That wasn't ever an option. It was clay animation. It was like
Nothing.
actual prosthetics.
I was gonna say nothing wrong with a good clay animation.
Yeah, and
Actually, if anything,
stop
this-
motion like
this clay
drawn
animation
cells.
looks good compared to a lot of other clay animation when you can see it's clay.
Are
Yeah.
you
Like,
taking anything off for the rope?
for the rope.
See, I didn't because to me I saw it,
I think
but they covered it up pretty well in the one I saw it in.
See,
So
the one rope I couldn't take off enough to get it down to 3.5.
No, but
3
I'm
points.
just wondering if
No, it would
the
be
other stuff.
3.75.
No, like
Don't even get him started.
3.8725.
do you want me to start doing this? I can do this if you
Right.
want.
No.
I can go down to the thousandths, the millionth point if you have to.
Yeah, like
It might take a while, but
for one thing like that, and if you look in practically every movie, you catch something. It might be just the tip of a boom mic.
Oh,
It
what
might
did
be
we
the
watch? We watched
Black Dynamite.
fucking
Not
The
Conjuring,
Conjuring,
the other
no,
one, Insidious.
Insidious.
The
no, that's
key.
bad.
Oh my god. There
Sometimes they know it's in the scene, but they can't. They don't have the option to reshoot.
Well, we like because normally I don't see much in modern movies now. Like they're pretty good at finding it and editing it out. I mean, it was still a huge scandal when they fucked up in Game of Thrones with the coffee cup and stuff and the water bottle. In the Conjuring 3, the Insidious 3 or 4 or whichever one it is,
Last key.
they're in like a room and it's all dark and creepy and they're like shining a torch around and the boom mic is just here, like above the character they're looking at, and it's so obvious.
It's only because if your eyes are supposed to be focused more on the lower half of the
Mm-hmm.
screen, so if you let your eyes drift a little bit, then you will see the boom mic there.
Yeah, I thought that was so weird.
That's the only reason I noticed the chords in this is because she was thrown and it was on the top half of the screen, which means my eyes got pulled up and then I noticed it straight away.
Yeah.
But a lot of the time, the whole point is they will like direct your eyes away from it, so they're like, leave it in. No one's looking at that area.
Yeah,
kind of thing.
Yeah.
What was the one you said? You said the car.
Yeah, so when the car, you see it
Crashes.
here, and then there's a flashes back to the front of the car,
Yeah.
and then you can see the rope, like a snap strap behind it.
Okay.
I thought at first it was because the bike was snap strapped down,
Yeah.
but you can actually see it's trailing off behind the scene, and it was taut for a sec.
Okay. Because I was wondering, because I actually liked that scene because it was like it hit an invisible wall. That was kind of cool the way they did that.
But no, it worked. Like because I said, it looked like the snap strap from the bike, so you didn't notice it. It was only
Wait,
because
so
I
is
went
that how
back.
it made it look like it hit a pole instead of like?
So it was supposed to make it look like it hit a tree.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
it hit a tree in real
Because
life.
it wraps around. That's what I was like.
Yeah.
That's cool. How did they do that?
There was probably already like that. The car was already like that. And they just
you
drove
reckon
it and then
no, because
stopped.
you see it crush, don't you?
There would be a separate car, or they crush the car.
So you see it crushing in a section,
Yeah.
and then it flashes to the car itself.
Yeah, yeah, on the side angle.
No, at the very front of it too.
No, the
afterwards.
front angle is when you see the hit, then
And
there's
then-
the side angle.
No, there's a front angle as well.
Honestly, wouldn't surprise me if they went to an auction and picked up a crashed car and bought a good version of it
And then
for the
to
two
crash
scenes.
it, yeah.
So they've already got the crashed car and the good version, and then they just change it
probably.
over. Like that, or they just smash the car. But that's pretty final. Like once you've done that, you can't go back and reshoot the uncrashed scenes.
Yeah. That's the only.
So
downside
like
of it.
that, it makes sense just to buy a crashed one already. But yeah, no, it's done well enough that the first time you're watching it, if you're not really looking for anything, that it
All right.
looks good.
So what was it? It was 4 for you, 4 for you, and you're going 3.
3.5.
You're gonna go 3.5.
Yeah.
for creativity,
Yeah.
plus
It does.
0.5 for creativity. That's fair enough.
It definitely gets it for creativity.
The creativity was already in my 4, so if you hadn't thought about that, that's fair to add 0.5. But like I wouldn't have thought less of anyone if you did 3, because I understand like everyone's opinion on certain aspects is their own.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
story is important to me.
Yeah, this had for a horror story, especially a sequel, had a very fluent one.
Yeah.
I think if I had seen even just number 3 before watching this,
It
it would have
would've-
managed to keep my attention a little bit better.
Yeah, you could have gotten away with not watching 1,
Yeah.
but you kind of had to see number 3 to understand the first 3 characters.
Yeah, yeah.
And
But
this-
overall, like, considering I haven't seen the third one, it wasn't too bad at trying to catch you up. So,
It is, at the end of the day, it is mostly about the fun of seeing how everyone dies in different weird ways.
it's just fun seeing how everyone dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, well, personals.
Personal.
4.5 for me. I love this movie.
4.5.
I love these movies in general.
Wheel.
0.5 or 4?
See, in rewatching this, I do love Freddy,
Yeah.
but I don't know if I'm gonna watch. Like, I can't see myself watching this one again. This is like the weaker one, I think. I really like the first one, and I think the one before is probably my favorite one.
If I'm going to watch them,
I'd
I'm going
like-
to watch them all again.
I think I like the one where they go into the Mario world. Was it Mario? The digital? Do you
I haven't
remember that one?
I don't
Sounds
remember
so
anything
familiar.
after this one, really. So
Oh, it's one of my favorites.
I'm continuing watching them.
Remember
so.
he's going along and he's breaking the bricks
Sounds so familiar.
in the house? Well, we should watch some more.
Wait. Is that one?
I've got them on DVD. I
Big
can
head.
I can bring them.
He's like a giant head,
From
like
movie
gobbling
night.
up the girl.
I don't know. I don't remember the ones.
Do you remember that one? She's like running through the house, opens the door, and there's like a big head, and he's like, hop, hop, just starts eating her.
This sounds
I
like
don't
it's something they
remember
would do in a whole game. Because that sounds like a Pac-Man thing.
I'm just
No,
reading.
it's just one of the people. Like he plays video games
Yeah.
all the time, and
That's what I'm
that's
saying.
part of his nightmare.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Um,
Sorry, you know how you said Patricia Arquette was the girl in 3? And how she didn't come back for this one, they had to use Tuesday night?
Yeah.
She apparently decided she didn't want to be in the horror genre anymore, and they were like really trying to get her to do it because she got on really well with the crew and she was really good, and they liked her acting, and they're like, we need you, and she's like, I don't like horror movies, I want to do drama. And then the girl that got hired for Alice, which is the main girl in this, I suppose.
Tuesday.
No, the other one. Oh wait,
Alice is the redhead.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So she had auditioned for, what was the one before this called? Dream Warriors?
Yeah.
She auditioned for that and got knocked back because she was told that she was like a cheerleader. She was too bright and bubbly and cheerful and she wouldn't fit. So when she heard that they were replacing the main girl on this one, she rocked up saying that she wore no makeup, she wore her worst colour, she tried to make herself look like shit. She walked in and they were like, holy shit, it's yours. You look terrible. You look fucking weird. So, yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I
you
know.
look terrible. You're hired.
Yeah, so basically, without makeup, I could be a great actress.
Damn. That bitch could have made this movie go higher. She just returned.
Alison Dubois, you've ruined it.
Oh well.
She knew. She knew what was coming.
Alright, well, I think I have to go with a 4.
Ooh.
It gets
I'm
points for
thinking-
nostalgia, and I'm a sucker for 80s, like, soundtracks.
I'm thinking 4, but I also think was 4 too much for a critical?
No.
I honestly think you should
No.
have given it 3.5 personally, but
But for a horror, like, for what it is, how much better could it have been? Only the acting.
I think you've been harsher on older movies that you haven't watched 5,000 times as a kid, personally.
Do name one.
Pet Cemetery.
That annoying one with that
Oh my
guy.
God.
Yeah, but...
Any Van Damme movie?
Uh,
I can't. I can't.
Hey, we've massacred that
didn't
critically.
we? I thought we...
We massacred that critically. What did we give it?
You
Nine?
sucked his Van Dick.
Which one?
For
Kickboxer.
Kickboxer. What did we give that critically?
Kickboxer. I don't know critically, but it came in at 5.5 all up.
Yeah, so...
Yeah.
So
So
you-
we fucking
You two
So
gave
you
it.
got 4 for
kicked that to
critical.
the curb. We curb
4
stomped
for
it.
critical? No, it probably got 4.
It was
4.5 for
six,
like...
6 all up. 6 for both of you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we were fair.
Alright. I am going to go 3.5 for my
Critical?
critical, and I'm going to go 4 for my personal.
Don't metagame and look at the total.
I'm not metagaming.
You're
I
like,
don't know, because the whole time I sat there going, is 4 too high? Is it great?
I could
Or
tell.
is it good?
It is great. The music is great. The prosthetics is great. The creativity of the way everyone was killed is great. As a slasher flick, it's fucking fantastic.
It was done really well.
The only
was
thing that lets
done
it down
really well.
is
even,
the acting.
even today, even today's standards, it looks pretty good.
But there is, we're fighting over this. There is still obviously some of the old CGI, the drawn whatever stuff.
Which is what everything had at the time.
Yeah.
Go watch fucking Evil Dead.
I know. And yeah, but that'd get butchered as well for that. If anything, I think a lot of the older ones may get butchered more because they didn't have, I don't know if it was the
Even
ambition
that.
or the studio behind it, because usually all of the Freddy ones were good prosthetically
Yeah.
compared to a lot of the old ones. She's really bad though. Like,
Yeah, I get that. I took a point off. I took 20% off its total possible
I was
score.
gonna say the only other thing I thought was, it doesn't add anything, I guess, more to the story compared to like the other ones. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It kind of fills it in, and then it goes like,
Man, then you got to be brutal on any teen slasher flicks.
oh yeah,
None of them add anything to anything, basically.
yeah. That's probably why they're not pushing anything further. Do you know what I mean?
This kind of added story to his franchise because at the end of 3 he was technically dead completely, his spirit and everything.
Yeah, but they just kind of wrote him back in. Isn't it only the first one that gives you the story of Freddy, and then is it 3 that talks about where he came from, and then 5 is the one that goes tells you which actually one his dad was, and he was the child and some shit, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Whereas this one was
they
just
had
kind of
to
put
give
in.
you- They had to give you something.
That's what I mean. This one is more the fun one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I know.
you stick
That's
to
why we need to be able
3.5.
to do 3.75. I'm not even kidding.
That means we'd have to get
3.5 feels harsh. And 4, alright, I get what you're saying, seems too
Alright,
much. But
Aaron?
if you don't let me do 3.75,
I have
my
to say,
hands are
like,
tied.
No,
I'm starting to. Aaron's starting to pull me in on this one.
if we're gonna do that, we got to start from the start
That
again.
means
No, we don't have to start
no,
with
Yeah,
it
you
again.
do.
that means
Yeah, we gotta
We
go
have
back.
to go back and rewatch
we have
them
to go
all.
back and rewatch
If
them
you
all.
change the scoring, we have to rescore every movie on the list.
How's about look? So we're now got 2 people. When the U's come around, when one more person comes around to the
wanting to do
3.75, then it goes into action.
I will not.
How good would it be to be able to do a 4.75 and know that you haven't scored something perfect? But it's
all you got.
basically...
Oh my god.
That's what you truly want, isn't it?
Nah, but there's some things where I'm like, I can't give this a 3, but 2.5 feels brutal.
He's convinced. He's pulling me back to 4.
So 4.
Because you have no choice.
Last chance.
You have no
Last
choice.
chance.
Sad.
Huh?
I think you regret it later.
If I-
Alright, but what can you
The
tell
whole
me?
time you were scoring, I could tell you wanted to do 3.5, but you were like, no, me
Because
and Aaron
he feels
are
it's too
twins.
low, but you don't have a choice.
You have choices.
You have tied our hands.
If I hit this 4, that's it.
It's
It's locked
because
in.
it goes from a 7 to an 8. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, where's that 7.5 that I want?
You need to calm down and
No.
stick with your choices.
Maybe I do. I'm thinking about it too much. It's just dumb scoring. You're right. 4-4. Alright, there.
Locked in.
Thank you, Eddie.
It's got to come down like in the middle of Ellis anyway.
So
I mean,
what's
one of
your
yous will
personal-
come around when it gets to a certain movie.
Hey,
One of
I'm-
yous will come around.
I'm happy to change it to that scoring if we have to sit there and watch every movie again.
I'm hoping it's coming to the top third of the list. That would make me happy.
It all comes
Ain't
down.
no way it's coming that high.
It all comes
Top
down to what
3.
Melissa scores as personal.
I'm gonna say, alright, from just going off the top of my head from what's happened, it's going to be 7th. That's my guess.
7th on the list.
I think 7th on the list.
That's great.
Ooh,
What's yours?
come on.
What are we guessing?
Your
waiting,
personal.
No, we're waiting for your personal.
Oh, my...
It all comes down to your personal, where it comes.
And we can't even influence you on this one. This is yours and yours alone.
Yeah, like
Our puppy
critical
will
can be
kill you.
influenced.
I'm gonna have to Martin it. No, I'm kidding.
Oh,
Nah,
bitch.
just do what you want though. Like,
Yeah, I
because-
know.
Yeah, like if you know what I mean? If it didn't do it for you, then it didn't do it for you. We all have those movies.
Yeah.
Never once admitted though that the soundtrack was good. You're scaring me.
You don't like 80s music, I'm gathering?
She wasn't born in. She
It
wasn't
was
born in
fine.
the 80s, so it
They're
doesn't
all
matter.
catchy.
I wasn't alive.
I guess
Leave me
though
alone.
it
I
was
wasn't alive.
what is it? It was like actual songs, whereas
Yeah.
other horrors kind of did their own like
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
scores or something.
Alright, let me think about, would I watch it again? Would I watch it with people? Would I tell people to watch it?
Watch it with your parents.
On its own.
If
though.
someone liked
Mm.
killing movies, like they're like, I like Final Destination. I'd
I
be
like
like, you want to
snuff
see some weird
films."
shit?
Look,
No. Would you watch the rest of the series?
Yeah. I think I'll watch the rest.
That's its thing. Like that's a thing.
But that's because I'm like, fucking hell, I should have done it before now. It's not necessarily this movie's like.
No, but if
"Ooh,
this
so
was shit,
good."
you wouldn't have.
No, I
thought-
probably
you would have
still
been like,
would.
No,
no,
you
no,
wouldn't.
because I would. No, I'm gonna say like if I'd seen, you know, when you see horror movie posters of like the biggest villains, Freddy is like on that list. Anyone else on that list, I would probably watch their stuff because I'm like, why are they on this poster? Like,
Yeah.
it must be good.
Actually, I must say, it must have influenced me a bit because after seeing some Van Damme movies, I never want to see any fucking more. So
Oh, there's more. Don't worry. There's
I
more
know
coming.
there's more. I know.
Universal
you
Soldier
read
2.
out his entire list to me for some reason. It's so annoying. All right, look. I think I'm going 3.5 because I do like old horror.
I think it's just the creativity for you.
It had good shit in it, but like it's not up there with like Halloween and that for me.
Whoa.
So,
Man, if it's not at Halloween,
is it a 0.5 at
Should
the
be
Yeah,
end
it's
of that?
3.5.
It is.
man, then what are you going to rank Halloween?
That's
Ooh.
Halloween.
Ooh.
4.5?
We'll see.
All right.
What is it?
Wait, just tell us, is it in the top 10?
Oh yeah, it's in the top 10.
It's Freddy in the top 10.
Yes, Freddy's in the top 10.
Is he ninth?
Well, it comes down to a vote of which if it is 6th or 7th.
Oh no.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Oh, fucking hell.
Mine
you
is to make it
guys.
7th.
Fucking losers.
You don't even know what it's up
To be
against
what
yet.
you guess.
What is it up against?
Liar.
Oh, it's under Liar.
No, it's above liar.
Yeah,
liar.
They're
Actually
so
fucked.
completely different
Get
movies.
actually fucked.
Get actually
Everyone would watch Liar over and over and over and
wouldn't.
quote it
That
and
is
have a
true,
good
but
fucking
that's comedies.
time.
That's the point of a comedy.
Doesn't matter.
Liar is Jim Carrey's worst movie to me.
Martin, you actual fucking
Okay,
scum.
he's done some pretty crazy ones in the recent history.
Yeah, like that annoying desert one you made us watch where he was the hobo and didn't have any
So
lines.
it's tied
Yeah,
with Liar
that
Liar
one.
for 7.875.
7.875.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to be able to give it. 7.875.
You're so annoying.
I have to go with Liar Liar being above.
Yeah.
And not because I want Freddy to be 7th, because I love Liar
Liar Liar
I'm
is so good.
I'd love to say Freddy because I love everything
love
about
Freddy.
it, but comedies have so much rewatch value.
I've already put it as 7th. Because I know you guys all want to understand.
Yeah, but if I didn't, what would that be?
Yeah, but
We'd
if
have
you
to
didn't-
Look, if it was
Yeah.
going up against almost any other thing there, it would have been above. But like, yeah, Liar Liar. It's funny. I've probably watched.
Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, easy above. Like easy
Nah,
above.
man. Scary Stories was fun and
was
unique
really good.
and didn't have much wrong with it.
It
I would almost
had-
say
Wait, what's my rank?
like Freddy is one of the
6.5?
only people that can
gave
be
it
the one
6.5.
antagonist that does all different things. Do you know what I mean? Like he's got that power.
Yeah.
Like, you fucks, that's my only blemish in my
What?
otherwise actually, like, prediction.
What?
Scary Stories.
Yeah, look, 6.5 up that high.
Ugh.
But everything else is pretty damn fucking close.
Yeah, but
to
Scary
spot
Stories
on.
was good, you hater.
And Mortal Kombat.
Haters gonna hate.
I
Ain't
got
gonna ain't.
6.5 down at the bottom in the pause.
Haters gonna hate. Potatoes.
It's because
gonna
you put it in the wrong place.
Put you in the wrong place.
Wow, this episode went a lot longer than it should have. Really.
I was like, yeah, we're nearly done. This is great. That
Yeah.
was like 40 minutes ago.
It's because you start wrapping things up and then you start thinking about more things, and you
I
don't
thought-
want to miss shit.
I thought you were like, and you start rapping, and I'm like, I didn't fucking rap.
Start rapping about the Freddy rap.
Okay. Look, I think it's time to end because I'm hungry.
So, look, this picture sums it all up, alright? Freddy
I know.
with the glasses.
Look, to be fair, he got a point just for that. Just for that scene.
7.875, bitches.
Alright, well,
Let's watch Liar Liar.
I'm
do
glad
the
you
thing.
enjoyed it.
spin, so we can fucking hurry up and end
Alright,
this thing because it is
ready?
going long now.
It's only 10:40.
And the winner is me.
So we all lose.
Alright, I want to throw it out there. I'm gathering you're going to choose something Halloween, aren't you?
One of the Halloweens.
Do you mean like one of the Halloween franchise?
Because I was thinking, if we'd done Freddy, maybe it should also be some of the other big ones.
Well, that's what I said last time, remember? I said that we should just do a Freddy, a Jason, a Michael
But
Myers,
choose your
and
favorite.
something.
Like, if
Yeah.
you're going to choose a genre, just choose your favorite movie in that. Sorry, not genre. Franchise.
Their
Your
franchise,
favorite movie in
yeah.
the franchise. Because we've probably watched them all anyway.
So,
At least not in a long time. but
all
I've probably
right,
watched
if
them
we're
all.
gonna go with that, I'm gonna go. Look, I don't know if I should go for my favorite one or if I should go for the latest one because the
Are you
latest
talking
one.
about Halloween, the latest one?
Yeah,
I really liked the
I
latest
really
one.
want to see that again.
Yeah.
But at the same time,
Is
if
that
we're
the one when he was in the insane asylum?
no, it's the
you're
one
thinking
after
of
that.
the Rob Zombie, are you thinking?
Yeah,
No, they... Is it
With
one,
Jamie Lee Curtis
Jamie
and
Lee
that.
Curtis from one and then skips forward to the latest one is like still her when she's
Yeah.
older.
There's someone I was talking about.
I thought you were talking
But
about the Rob
there's
Zombie
nothing-
one
Oh,
where they're in the
wait,
insane
do you
asylum.
mean when they
Insane
go to the
asylum
asylum?
in the squares?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I don't know if I want to watch that because
Well, do you want to hit closer to the top of the list or the bottom?
Do you want to watch something fun? Or do you just want to hear praise all round?
yeah, but look, okay, my favorite one. Can you type it in? My favorite
We really
one.
don't have much time, just like, you know.
Well, we have as much time as I say we have.
Oh,
Halloween
boo-hoo.
Resurrection.
I think I liked it. No, wait, it was H2O that I liked.
H2O is good, but Resurrection's
good.
my favorite.
Water is good.
So this one is basically like a weird reality TV one where they go into a house for a TV show. I know, just
Please just pick one because I don't want to talk about this is funny as fuck.
all right. Do I want to watch this or the new one? I do want to see the new one, and I wouldn't mind having a Halloween higher up on the list.
Not
Does
if I can
anyone-
help it.
Does anyone want to watch both?
No, we've got Samsara to do.
Ugh. All right, let's go the new Halloween then, the
Sweet.
latest one. Oh,
Please.
Yeah, go on, the new one, because I want to see it again.
All right, so the 2018
18.
Halloween, which is
The
technically the second
Yeah.
Halloween movie.
So
Yeah.
it's just Halloween 2018.
Yes.
Yeah, I
I think
guess.
so. But you should watch Resurrection in your own time, because it's fucking good.
Oh, watch the first Halloween and then
No, just this
watch
one.
the next one
I
because it's
think
one or
this
two.
is... Do you know what's funny? I think this is the fourth one. Or like...
I thought H2O was the fourth
Oh,
one.
yeah, H2O might be fourth.
Also, for people listening, thank you so much. And once every month we do something that the people have voted on or commented in. So remember to do that if you want. Or one specific person's going to keep deciding what that extra movie is we watch.
Yeah, and can you not? Fucking
It's
snitch.
not. Here's the choice. It's not a movie. I'm telling you now.
It's technically a movie.
No, it's fucking not.
It is.
No, it's not.
Look it up
It's a
and
video.
prove me wrong.
It's a video.
It's not a video.
It's like an ad for Earth.
It's not.
Spoilers.
It's not a movie.
Ugh. All
Right.
right.
Sorry, this is a long one.
You're welcome.
Enjoy.
Have fun.
Longer than the franchise.
Longer than the franchise. Our franchise? Or Halloween's or Freddy's? What?
Freddy's.
He's got a few. Wait, how many movies are in the Freddy series? Is it 7?
8 or 9.
No way, it's got that.
There's
Yeah, because it's got the weird remake. Like that,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
that weird one that's like in the real world.
I thought that was like a television series or something.
No,
Wes
Wes
Craven's-
Craven's
no, the one
new
where it's
Nightmare.
like them actually recording a Freddy movie,
Yeah.
Yeah,
and then an actual demon portrays himself as Freddy and
Okay.
kills people during the movie making.
I guess
It's
the
a-
one
it's
I,
a really
like,
weird
kind of
idea.
remember, but not.
Like, because they're on set making
Yeah.
a Freddy movie, and the gloves killing people and shit.
Okay. That sounds funny.
Yeah, well, I didn't like it when I was young. I'm like, this isn't Freddy Krueger. This
Well,
isn't
maybe because
funny
that's
at all.
it. We want to see Freddy. But...
Yeah, it wasn't like that. And then they did the remake.
Okay. End us out, Missy.
Yep.
You just like run out the door. I'm hungry.
Happy Halloween in a few weeks. Have a good week. Leave us some comments. Leave us some money. And we'll see
Stingy
you guys
bitch.
next time.
Panhandling.
I just you like leave us some money. We're so poor.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, everyone, and fuck off.
NPC